going on, guys? Well, just out having some fun with the GSXR 1000. Oh, this exhaust sounds so good. M4 just playing that music, baby. So, really not doing much today with the bike. A little bit of practice time, but mainly just having fun with it. So, a little bit of a riding with Brian today. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out with me. So, in talking about the GSXR 1000, the way that it sits now, what is left to do to this thing? I mean, we've got the full M4 exhaust. We've got the tune by a two-wheel dyno works, which is amazing. We've gone down a tooth out back for the sprocket, so 44 tooth rear sprocket, trying to tame this machine just a little bit. Not that it's done anything to tame it. But what else is there to do to this thing? I mean, we're rocking a set of Bridgestone, well, S23s out back, S22 up front. Love that combination. Air pressure is 34 up front, 36 out back, cold pressure. But that's the setup. Now, this is an R model. I've done a lot of suspension tuning with it, trying to get this thing just right. And guys, I gotta say, I think she's there. To go over all of those specs in this video would be kind of tough, but I can tell you that rider sag up front is around 33, 34. Rider sag out back is 31, 32. And I've softened up the hydraulics a little bit, mainly to make the bike a bit more compliant and to make it a little bit more balanced. You know, for street use, this is a really sweet setup. And God, I mean, what else could you do? Well, we may be making a little bit of a change here to that screen. AIM is the name of the company that makes a gorgeous TFT screen for this bike. And not only that, if one were to be so inclined, hang on, hold that thought, guys. All right, let's have a little fun, side of the tire stuff, big bump, boop, there we go. And here we go, hammer coming out of that corner, get a little head shake, grab it here, grab another here. Okay, so on that corner exit, that area back there is dusty. You can get a little bit of a tail wag coming out of that, and I always try to, just absolutely love it. Leader bike stuff. Got this little S turn up here we're going to play with. Again, just a little light practice, having some fun with the bike. Let's go ahead and get her on the side of the tire. On the brake, setting her up, taking the line, dropping her in, maintenance throttle, power, power, power on corner exit. I don't know where this guy's going. I'm sitting here watching this guy going through the whole thing and talking. Chicks are thou. How can you be so much fun? I just absolutely love riding this bike. But anyway, getting back to the point. Should we do something about that LCD screen? Post up the comments, let me know. So I'll tell you what, I love riding this bike. I really do. I don't really have a problem with that LCD screen necessarily. But I gotta tell you, with the bikes that I ride on the ride reviews, it sure does make seeing what's going on a lot easier to have a TFT screen. It's a lot more clear. Shift lights you can adjust on that AIM screen are a lot more progressive. there's so much adjustability to it outside of, you know, being able to move things around touchscreen style. But within the set templates, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. It's so good. Secondary monitoring, accessory systems like, you know, O2 and everything. It does all of that. Not that I would ever use it, but the point is, the only thing that this bike is lacking, and that is really kind of putting it in a weird term because it ain't lacking nothing, but would be to bring the screen up to a more modern type of a look. But it ain't cheap. Sucker's checking in at like, what's it, 1,500 bucks or something? Is it worth it? I don't know. Not sure about that. But it would be kind of nice to have the same kind of visual that the more modern bikes have. Maybe bring it up to spec in that respect, because guys, everywhere else, everything else you would be doing with this bike is just absolutely awesome. And that's come on, I mean, literally, I ride every bike that's out there for ride reviews. I've ridden the R1, CBR 1000. Haven't ridden the ZX10, not one of the more late ones anyway. And there's just something about my GSXR 1000 that, you know, if I had to let all of them go but one, this would be the one that I would keep. But in saying that, yeah, sometimes I kind of would like a little bit more clear screen. And, you know, bring it up to modern spec. But outside of that, there's really nothing left to do to this bike. Doesn't need any aftermarket levers. It doesn't need anything. As long as I can keep tires on it and oil changed, this bike's going to be sticking around. And I gotta ask, and this is, I guess, you know, the next point or question, are you disappointed that the 2027, because remember it was 2026, now it's 2027 GSXR 1000, are you upset that it doesn't have a TFT? You know, that new bike, the brand new bike, still has this same exact LCD screen. Weird, huh? So, I don't know. There's no real good reason to buy the new bike. There's no new technology outside of some adjustable parameters that A1 in this setup can't take care of for me. And when it comes to power, I mean, are you kidding? The chassis is the same, so handling is left unchanged, which is a good thing. Snapper back over, side of the tire, little bump, hammer the throttle. Get her up on the back tire. What's up there, Harley fella? So, in wrapping up with the GSXR 1000, guys, look, she's all done, save for maybe that TFT screen. Loving these Bridgestone S22 front, S23 rear tires. What more can I say? No real need to fool with it, but I will say this. Any chance that I get to ride it, I absolutely jump at it. This has been one of the most fun machines that I've ever owned. Love bringing you content with it. Can't wait to bring you some more. Will the 27 live up to this bike? I don't know. That's yet to be seen, but it's got some big shoes to fill. But with that, guys, if you made it this far, consider smashing that subscribe button. Helps out the channel way more than you know. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.